So I want to start us with this. When we talk about our roles and responsibilities in Lean Six Sigma, there's several different belt levels: white, yellow, green, black, master black, and champion level. Right? Lean Six Sigma at its basic foundation is the white belt level. It's an entry level role which they understand the basic concepts of Lean Six Sigma. The white belt's responsibilities are gaining a basic understanding of Lean Six Sigma principles and terminology, supporting Lean Six Sigma projects at that basic level, and participate in problem-solving teams. From white belt, we go into yellow belt, where team members have a deeper understanding of methodologies and assist with data collection and analysis. They understand they understand and know how to apply the basic Lean Six Sigma tools and techniques. This is typically the analysis phase tools such as root cause analysis, Pareto charts, data collection, mining. They assist green belts and black belts in their data collection and analyses, and they participate in small-scale continuous improvement activities. Now, the yellow belts and white belts are typically led by that green belt. Professionals who lead smaller projects or assist black belts in a larger initiative. That green belt is going to lead smaller to medium-sized Lean Six Sigma projects in an organization. They can apply the DMAIC methodology and lean tools to drive improvement. They analyze and solve quality problems in an organization, and they train and coach team members in basic Lean Six Sigma concepts. Green belts are often broken up and delegated to smaller projects. Those projects overall are led by someone who's typically a continuous improvement specialist in an organization or a project manager, but your green belts report to essentially the black belt, who are experts who lead significant projects and mentor green belts on data analysis. These individuals help lead complex Lean Six Sigma projects, and they apply advanced statistical analysis and problem-solving techniques. This is where we would really dive into using, even though the body of knowledge in green belt teaches regression analysis, black belts would use regression analysis, t-test, ANOVA analysis, MANOVA analysis. And they would use different frameworks for leadership. They mentor and guide green belts and project teams. They're going to facilitate cross-functional teams to drive process improvement. Now, here's the thing. The black belts themselves, they're kind of more of that liaison. They're going to be managing multiple projects. In our Lean Six Sigma black belt course that we do live, we do that through Zoom. And what we do is we show you that 30,000-foot view of how to lead organizational teams. The next one is a master black belt. Now, I'm considered a master black belt facilitator where I can train all the way through these belt levels. But a master black belt is really, really an important role in an organization. They're highly experienced professionals who provide strategic guidance and oversee the deployment of Lean Six Sigma operations. They're responsible for developing and implementing Lean Six Sigma at that organizational level. They provide expert coaching and mentoring to black belts and green belts. They lead complex and enterprise-wide improvement initiatives, and they train and certify black belts and green belts. Now, they do the other belt levels too, but typically your master black belt is going to be that overall consultant in an organization that drives continuous improvement efforts. I received my Master Black Belt in, was it 2017 now? 2016? So about 8 years closely of leading as a Master Black Belt in an organization. You know, I'm well versed as a Master Black Belt facilitator, but I'm going to be honest, even, you know, as a facilitator, you'll get caught up in Lean Six Sigma issues. And, you know, really it takes a team to drive that organizational success. You know, not one role, it's dependent upon them. But you work together and create that collaboration to create change in an organization. Not just create it, but sustain it. And then you have your champion. Now, this is from a movie called Kill Bill. I just always thought of this as soon as I heard champion. But they're going to be the sensei of that process, right? And what I mean by that is they're not necessarily, they're going to be very removed from the situation, but they're going to be supporting Lean Six Sigma projects. And they're continually, like, typically like a senior leader in an organization. Now, their responsibilities are to provide strategic direction and support for Lean Six Sigma initiatives. And they allocate resources and remove those obstacles for project teams, where we can ensure alignment of Lean Six Sigma projects with the organizational goals and promote a culture of continuous improvement. Now, I want to break that down just a little bit. When we talk about providing that strategic direction and oversight, typically champions in an organization or CEOs or chief executive officers, they're going to be plant managers, they're going to be involved with the process, but they're more at that like resource level where they approve and give direction for supporting Lean Six Sigma initiatives. Now, my experience with champions, you'll have a champion on a project, but that's more of like a stakeholder, someone you're communicating with and creating that, sharing that information with. Typically, the Master Black Belts and Black Belts are going to be heavily involved with the actual facilitation of that project. When we talk about allocating resources and removing obstacles for project teams, you know, that's where that communication key really comes in. Champions, I would say, their involvement with projects can vary. I don't want to give you a certain percentage because it's going to vary depending on, like, if you're a small organization where you don't have a lot of people, then that champion is going to be heavily involved. Where if you have a bigger organization where there's champions, you know, at that executive level, they're going to have many leadership tasks that they have to do, and at the end of the day, you know, that's what these other belt levels are for. They ensure alignment with Lean Six Sigma projects with that organizational goal. You know, being in that executive level, they're going to make those key decisions, or they're going to be a part of those key decision making. And they're going to promote a culture of continuous improvement. Man, I've seen Lean Six Sigma champions really drive success in an organization, because they're promoting that culture of, hey, we can do this. This is a good approach to project management. This is a good approach to continuing to evolve our organization to that next level. Overall, Lean Six Sigma is really geared on performance. You know, when we break down these roles and responsibilities, you know, that yellow belt, white belt level is going to be the foundation. That green belt is going to be the coach in the organization guiding that small team. That black belt is going to be that upper management that's multiple projects management, right? They're managing multiple projects, excuse me. And then your master black belt is going to be that, continuous improvement person that is, you know, essentially guiding and coaching people along the way. Lastly, followed by your champion, who is going to be kind of that executive leadership. They're going to remove those obstacles, and they're going to create continuous improvement. Overall, Lean Six Sigma is a highly sought after career. The salary range between all of these belt levels it's crazy on the board. But typically master black belts, when we talk about master black belts, they're going to be somewhere in the range of around 100,000 to 160,000 a year. Black belts are going to be typically, this is going to range from like 86,000 to 100,000. I've seen it like on the scale. Green belts are typically around the $70,000 to $80,000 mark. Yellow belts and white belts, those are going to be like your lower entry level jobs. So, that can obviously range. Overall, Lean Six Sigma is an important aspect in continuous improvement. And all of these roles share a fundamental approach to growing us as organizations and leading operational excellence. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.